All right, y'all. This Shotty the Generator. I got another video for y'all. All right, so check it out, man. Yeah, I don't know if y'all what age y'all is, what y'all be watching me, but I know I be thinking, about back in the day whenever the old people used to talk about the man, you know what I'm saying? Like the man. Then later in life they used these youngins start calling, Illuminati and the elite and all this stuff, and it just got me thinking, some words of an old wise man used to tell me like, it ain't the game that changes, oh, no, it's you say the game remains the same. It's the people that change. So there's a lot of things going on here in the world. Let's just see what they talking about.
This is a Flipper Zero with some custom modifications, and it does a lot. I'm not gonna hack your Wi-Fi, but I'll give you a little example of what I can do. I'm not gonna shut your network down. Okay, so now I just created a bunch of fake networks. So all of these networks here,
these are all fake networks?
They're all powered by me. So as soon as you connect to any of those, I have your password, I have anything in between.
What else can this thing do? This thing's like the size of the palm of your hand.
It does wireless mice and keyboards and take over your computer without even having to see you or it. So I could do that through the wall.
This is scaring the shit out of me.
Car keys, garages, gates, I could do with this. RFID, that's access for doors and pool keys, anything that has like a little beeper where you beep into the door. And NFC is credit cards and access control. This thing, it does a lot more than this thing. Yeah.
What does that one do?
This one you can hack airplanes with.
Man, you are a dangerous man.
This is a Flipper.
So man, y'all heard that, man. So you gotta think about it. If they're, I'm not saying there's this giant conspiracy and all this stuff like that, and Illuminati is real and all that, but you gotta think about it. There's a lot of different entities and a lot of different businesses and corporations that work together and that don't work together, but they got similar interests. So, yeah, but you got, all these entities and stuff like that, they business entities and stuff like, and they got similar interests. They want to take up 100% of your income. They want to, do this, that, right? But then you also got, another level. It's always extra levels. So it would have to be, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but for it to be a real conspiracy like Illuminati, like they say, you just they have to have, like I say, a big conspiracy of people in all levels of. Because to get things pulled, you know what I'm saying, like, you can't just have some low level dude pulling all the strings. You gotta have a low level dude take the fall, for a lot of things, and but you gotta have people in hierarchies, and I feel like that's not necessarily realistic in every aspect, when they come up with these conspiracies, but if you think about it, if everybody has their own agenda, so if there's a ring of car thieves, and one of them, gets out of the tries to get out of the business, but his homie won't let him, and he makes it into a car dealership, and now he's or whatever, now he's stealing people cars, I don't know, I don't know. It's just a lot to it, Not the more you think about it, the more it kind of becomes a conspiracy itself. So let's just get on.
Hey, we are out of water. We are not out of water. We are not out of water.
They drained fuel. They added something to the coolant lines. They played with electronics. And that's not typical vandal stuff.
Less than a week after bringing free water to Flint, Moses West says the green machine he designed to do just that was vandalized.
Once they broke into the machine and destroyed the generator, very technical, they knew what they were doing. It wasn't just random vandalism, not at all. They put metal in the fuel system.
West is a military veteran who travels across the country to areas in crisis, bringing a machine he designed like this one that literally makes fresh water out of thin air. He put the green machine out for people along Saginaw Street on Thursday and was hoping to make a big impact. He says before the vandalism, they were giving hundreds of people free water every day.
You got to look at, I'm making anywhere from 1,200 to 2,000 gallons of water a day. You're giving away for free. That's a lot of money out of somebody's pocket someplace.
Hey, we are out of water.
Like I said, like I was just talking about, it's all these different entities out here, right? And if you they got their own agendas, and if you kind of mess with their flow of money, they gonna come after you. They could, and it's just water. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, he has a machine that makes free water. It's not technically free. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes, like he said, it takes fuel. It takes all these different things, and it's probably a multi-thousand-dollar machine, probably possibly a $500,000 machine or $1 million machine, right? That draws water out of air and makes it drinkable. That's pretty amazing, right? But that puts a damper on the water company. The people that thrive and make their money off water. That's one thing I learned. Whenever you get between a man and his meal, they gonna buck up. You know what I'm saying? They could be, you know, you know, whatever they is. You know what I'm saying? They could be grasshopper salespeople. They sell grasshoppers to people who feed grasshoppers to animals that eat it, like snakes and shit like that. You come out with some snake pellets, it's like you don't have to feed whatever. That nigga's gonna be tight. Well, they gonna try to come at your head. You know what I'm saying? They done made a multi-billion-dollar business out of this. Yeah, and they gonna be tight. So you got to be careful who you helping and why you helping them, because I ain't saying don't help people. I'm just saying the people that you helping, there might be someone that's making money off of them, and they mad that you helping them now. So you just got to watch your back when you helping people.
What do you think Al Qaeda's role in all of this was?
I think Al Qaeda is made up.
Whoa, this got heavy.
The FBI came out, I believe it was 2006, and actually said, this is verifiable, I had no concrete evidence linking Osama bin Laden with 9/11. Osama bin Laden worked for the Central Intelligence Agency in Afghanistan.
All right, so this is, I think the first part he was talking about is kind of more of a alleged, but that is 100% true. That right there, he did, Al Qaeda and stuff like that. They were like militant groups that the U.S. kind of armed. They were rebels against, I believe, like Russia and whoever was like in the regime at the time. That was like kind of being a dictator, or fight. I think similar to like the situation right now with like, I'm not gonna say it's similar to the situation. It's a totally different situation, but like I guess Russia was invading them or something like that, and they were getting decimated. So the United States, they kind of backed up the rebels, and they gave them weapons and stuff like that. They end up fighting back and taking the Russians out. But then eventually, they was like, hey man, y'all set us up or something. I don't know exactly what they were saying, but they were saying like, they felt betrayed by the United States. They just basically left their country in shambles, and now they want a revenge. So, that's the mainstream story for why they went rogue or whatever. But we arm a lot of these militant groups around the country, around the world, that go rogue and start creating a lot of havoc. A lot of I'm not saying us, the United States always arm them, but a lot of governments that have. They it's called a coup. They try to overthrow whatever's going on, or they trying to stop genocide. So they arm people, and then shit gets out of hand.
He helped us fight the Russians when they were in Afghanistan.
Okay.
He was a CIA operative. CIA helped orchestrate 9/11. It was their plan. George Bush's father was
heavy. That's a heavy accusation. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna say that's 100% true. I don't know who did it, but it's definitely if you look into like 9/11, like there's some stuff that don't add up, like Building 7, like how that fell down and stuff like that. Like that wasn't even like the World Trade Center. It was like it was part of the World Trade Center, but it's a whole different building, like on a different street or something like that, like a different block, and that fell down too. Like all kind of stuff, like and then they admitted to it being a demolition. Like you have a demolition the same day as, and still go through like a lot of stuff, a lot of weird stuff.
having lunch with Osama bin Laden's brother or cousin that day or the day before 9.
So that for him to be a high-ranking officer and not know whether it's his cousin or brother, that's a little suspicious right there. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of sound like a little bit of cap, but I did hear about this story.
So there's some business dealings going on that they don't even talk about. Another fact that can be verified. After 9/11, they shut down air traffic for a few days. No planes were allowed to fly. The only plane that was allowed to fly was bin Laden's family. They put them on government jets and flew them out of the country. They let them.
Yeah, I do. I've heard of that too, but I don't believe it was like his like kids and son. I believe it was like his extended family, like his cousins or uncles or you know whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bin Ladens are a very rich family over in like Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. And so it was it was a I don't know. It was like it messed up some business relationships definitely whenever all this happened.
Go. They set up Bin Laden to take the fall for this.
What do you think?
And that's we talking about billions of dollars. All right. This one says Russian delegate punches. Or no, I'm sorry. Ukrainian delegate punches Russian delegate after he grabs Ukrainian flag. Oh shit! He put the hands on him. I'm glad they have a referee right there. That dude is like the referee, and this is almost like it, I'm probably gonna have to blur that out though. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, so honestly, I don't know what delegate means, but that probably sounds like somebody from like, their government. And if you think about it, right, when countries usually go to war, it's usually not the people usually have nothing to do with it. It's usually something over oil or gold or land or resources, hurt feelings, all type of different things. Why I'm not sure, ideologies and stuff like that. So I'm not sure, why exactly each and every country has ever went to war, but I think it would be a better strategy if, for the people of each country, instead of sending us to war, sending our kids to war and, having us fight it out to a bloody death match, they should just, maybe we should like vote in our presidents based upon like their physical attributes, and they don't really have any say so over, their like basically the laws and stuff. Like the people still have all the say so over the laws, but we elect the president to fight our our wars, so like all the Congress people and all those are actually like the soldiers, like, and then like all the senates, those are like the generals, and then the presidents, those are like the head boss, so they could fight it out, and then whatever comes of it, then there's a lot less lives lost, obviously, that they would never agree to that. No, like who would do that? They have to fight their own battles. You know what I'm saying? Like what? No. So, but yeah, I don't think, that would ever happen. Like if these guys really had to strap up and fight, for the things they believe in versus sending other people kids, the poor people kids to go do it, I think half these wars would be avoided for real. But, let's go to the next video.
Are you kidding me? I'm not. I just know that, like I said, how big this really is.
500. All right, it says he $4 million offer refused by CEO.
$1,000 for 10% of the company. How many have you sold?
Actually, right now, about 1.7 million.
So they offered him $500K, and then the biggest offer was probably $4 million. He refused them all. And they said, why? He said, I already got a $1.7 million offer. So I don't know why y'all even, offering that lowball stuff. And that's changing their minds, you know what I'm saying? These dudes.
Sales. 1.7 million units.
How much did you sell them for?
Wholesale was 60 cents.
So your sales last year were how much, Joe?
Actually, we haven't gone to market yet.
If you haven't gone.
Whoa, you made $1.7 million in sales, but ain't gone to market yet. Explain that to me.
On the market, how have you sold 1.7 million?
Actually, we have one big client out of the United Arab Emirates that has actually put in their first order and given us a contract for $8 million over the next 6 years.
Damn, so they first pilot customers, baller on everything. That's how they doing.
So you have an order for $8 million.
So it don't even matter if it work or not. Just because he got a customer that's willing to pay him $8 million, they finna jump over the top. These are greedy. That's greed. Real talk. 'Cause they was just talking to him like he was a bumbling idiot and didn't make any sense. As soon as he said $8 million deal order, he got $8 million order. They literally flipped their hats backwards. So John, let's talk about it. And that's crazy. You gotta you say over the top stuff to have a good business idea looked at. I don't know what his business idea was, but it looked like something that covered up the nose.
Dollars.
Yes, sir.
Right now.
Yes, sir. Matter of fact, I have the contract.
Yeah, it looked like something that they apply over the nose. Probably as a respirator, probably is something that works better than a respirator in certain situations. So, because I know I've worked in factories where you know, you they don't really have you get stuff in your nose, you know what I'm saying, like you be sneezing for hours, like fiberglass or metal shavings, all type of stuff. You're breathing that in all day, little tiny little particles of microplastics and stuff like that. Definitely not good for your health.
Right here.
That's a prepared man right there. Good for you.
Thank
Well,
you, sir.
all of a sudden you don't look that funny with that stuff stuck up your nose.
You don't sound like the bozo I thought you were.
See, look, that's crazy. You gotta bend over backwards and show them like, hey, I got for somebody to be interested in your business. That's honestly, that's a bandwagoner. I really don't even want your business. I don't want you to be, I want real talk. Whenever I'm starting a business, and not everybody's supposed to see the dream and see that's actually a better. Usually, it's like the best business ideas. Usually, when someone brought it up to like their friend, they're like, "Are you fucking stupid? Like, what? That sounds dumb." Or they said, like, "How does that work? I don't understand." Like, people aren't gonna understand your dream sometimes, but you know, if it takes somebody, I know they're sharks and stuff like that. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for the best deal, but these guys are honestly, they're part of that super like 0.5% of people that can afford to just blow money and they're not trying to help people. Yeah, they do this under the guise they're trying to help people. They're just trying to make more money. It's all a business, you know what I'm saying? They're not trying to see people, really win. They trying to win themselves, and in the process of them winning, they take other people to the top with them. So be it. That's how millionaires and billionaires think. Most of them ain't trying to really help people. They just trying to make another buck. So, I think this wraps us up for this video, man. If y'all like this type of content, man, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know what you think about some of these things, and we're gonna keep rolling it with some more things. All right, peace.